Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Tamara and this is I'd Rather Be Stitching. This is Flosstube number 17 and I just want to apologize. I'm trying to project my voice some, but it's hard. I've had a cough and the flu for 2 weeks. I'm feeling better now, but that's why the video is late and that's why I sound like I do. I'm going to try and make it quick because I don't know how long I can go without coughing. Also, I'd like to warn you that the back door is open. It's the only way I can get light on this side. And that means the dogs get to run in and out freely because our backyard is fenced in. But Daisy is a barker. So if she runs out there chasing something, she'll be very loud. And I apologize in advance for that. Okay, so first off, I would like to thank 3 ladies that I watch regularly. Nadia from Dark X Stitch, Stephanie from Steph.xstitch, and Ronnie from Writing Stitches have all shouted me out recently, and I have gotten new subscribers, and I'm pretty sure that's why, because I've just I've just had a trickling of them over the last 2 years, which is fine. But I wanted to say thank you to all of you for shouting me out. It means a lot to me. And I think I just broke 200 subscribers, so yay! Thank you for that. So if you're new here, then thank you for stopping by. I do a wide variety of projects, so hopefully you'll see something that you like and you'll come back. Okay, so let's get into it. First, I had a new start. It's called Autumn Drizzle. It's from the Pigeon Coop book. I don't remember the name of the book. And I started this with Karen the Stitching Owl and some other people that I don't know yet, so I apologize to them if they happen to be watching. And I just realized I forgot my board, so I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. While I was up, I went ahead and got, this is the project bag that it's in, by the way. I made this one. It's a vinyl front. It's not great, but I did it myself, so. This is the book that it's from, Cross Stitch in the Forest by Pigeon Coop Designs. This is the second pattern I've started from this. And this is my progress so far. Gosh, I just realized I don't have my laptop either, so I can't see what's going on. So I'm in rare form today. I apologize, y'all. That's my progress on Autumn Drizzle, and I really like this. But I think I should have done it 1/1, and instead I'm doing it 2/1, so it's kind of thick. Okay. Also, I had another new start, but this one I finished. This one I started for my husband for a present for his birthday, which he just had 2 weeks ago. And he likes to feed the squirrels in our backyard. They have become quite friendly. So I didn't actually get this done in time because, we had a lot to plan for. We were throwing him a birthday party, and it's a bit of a family reunion because our children were all invited home. Anyway, so it took some planning and stuff, and this pattern, just so you know, this is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine for autumn of this year, and I'm not making an info panel like I normally do because it's already done. So, so that's that one. Now, I finished it like a week after his birthday because the day after his party, we all woke up sick, and we had the flu, and we had it for okay, full disclosure, I still have a fever, but it's low-grade fever, and it's just hanging on. Like every day, it's like 99 point something. So it's just enough of a fever that until it's gone, I'm not allowed to go visit my mom in the nursing home. So that's frustrating. But other than that, we're all feeling better. We have a cough still. It's a nasty cough, but the point is we woke up the day after his birthday with the flu. And so for like a week, I did not stitch anything. And when I felt a little bit better, I would just knit a round of the socks that I'll show you later. but that's another story. So basically I lost almost 2 weeks of stitching time this month. So it's not a lot of progress, but I wanted to do this anyway because it's almost Thanksgiving, and that's gonna set us back even further if I just put it off. So I hope y'all will bear with me today. I am a little bit scattered. I tried to make notes last night, but my notes are really janky. They're scribbly and messy, but they're here, so hoping for the best. All right, so that was a new start, new finish. I still need to fully finish it. I have an idea that I was going to see if would work, shellacking empty peanut shells and then gluing them around a picture frame, because, you know, we get the raw peanuts in the shells that my husband feeds the squirrels. So I thought maybe that would work. I don't know. Fully finishing things is not really something I'm good at. So usually I just pop it in a frame or stick a magnet on the back and call it quits. But I wanted to do something a little better than that for his present. Okay, moving on. So straight into my whips. These are my works in progress. I did finally pick up Hogwarts again and stitch on it some. And I finally made 1%. I don't know why I skipped around so much. Who knows? I'm new to these big full coverages, so, but I'm at 1% now, so that's exciting. And this is by Nadia at Dark Egg Stitch. She charted this herself, so that's really cool. And I only worked, I think I only worked 1 day on that when I finally rented the 4th Harry Potter movie, which I had a hard time getting a hold of. But I finally rented that one on Google or something, and so I did a day on that, maybe 2. I think it was only 1 day though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, my next whip is Twilight Moon. I started this when Jerica, the Daybreak Stitcher, was doing, I don't remember the name of her stitch along now. I'm sorry guys, I don't remember. I'll try to look it up and add it when I do the editing. But that's my progress on Twilight Moon. I really love stitching on this. I think it's so pretty. And my next whip is my Temperature Dragon from last year. I worked a few days on this. So I'm working up in, I think I'm in June. I think this is June that I just started here. I could be wrong, but I think that's June. So you can see we're getting into all the hot colors because I live in North Carolina near the coast, and it is almost always hot. So I'm really happy about that. It shouldn't have taken so long to do, but if you're new, you might not know, I've been doing the 50 new starts before I turn 50. And so I've had a lot of new starts. I am at, I think 45 now, and my birthday is not till April, so I'm gonna make that, I'm pretty sure. Okay, my next whip is, I think it's called Choose Your Own Adventure, but I just call this Murder Camp because I'm doing this for the Make It Murder Sale that Cross Stitch the Globe hosts every fall now. I hope every fall. Sorry. There we go. So this is a tent. That's my murder log with blood. There's going to be a little axe charm that goes in it when it's done. And then I started stitching the bank of the river and a little bit of the river itself. But I think I only did a couple of days on this since the last time you saw it, so it's not very much progress. My next one is Mount Vernon. This is Mount Vernon Plantation House, which I lived near for, oh gosh, 14 or 15 years. This is a kit my grandma gave me before she died. So I love working on this, and I just was working on more of this house here. This was my leap day start last year. It's not much progress for a year, but as I said, 25 new starts takes, or 50, 50 new starts takes a lot of my attention. So I love all the new shiny things. Okay, my next work in progress is 100 owls. And actually I don't know if, oh, I did work on this a little bit since you saw it last. I think I just worked on these little fauna, tiddly bits, flora, I don't know what they're called, the leavesy junk. But this little owl over here is one that my son Corwin did. I made an announcement in my last video that my youngest daughter still lives with us, and when I started this piece, she claimed this big owl here and this one here and a couple more around it. And she asked, could she do those? And I would stitch all the rest. And I agreed to that because that's cool. There's 100 of them. But then her friend also cross stitches, and when she saw me working on this, she asked if she could pick a couple. I said, sure. So she picked a couple, and then I decided that I should ask every one of my children, and hopefully my husband, possibly my mom. I'm going to see if I can get all the family members and all the people closest to us to stitch an owl. All of my children agreed to it, which is great, except for one. That's another story. But and not all of my kids cross-stitch, so it's really cool that they've agreed to try. But my son Corwin, he does occasionally cross-stitch. Very rarely. Usually he said only at our house. But he did this owl when he came home for my husband's birthday. So that is very cool. And I do have a picture of him with it. If he gives me the okay, then I'll insert that picture of him. And if not, trust me, he did it. And I'm glad that he was willing to do that for me. Okay, my next whip is this Quaker USA flag. I'm going to put this little board behind it so it doesn't shine through. So I only worked on it, I think, just last night. But this is my first Quaker, and I really like it. And this is, I started this for our semi-quincentennial, which is next year, hoping to have a lot of progress on it before the 4th of July, but don't hold me to that. Okay, the next one, this is my nope, it's not my last one, I apologize for that. False information. This is a little makeup bag that my mom got for me recently, and I use it to keep this little project in, which is actually for her. This is one of the mini masterpiece paintings. This is water lilies, and it's the one that she requested. So I worked on this a little bit, I think just yesterday. I don't know if that's focusing very well. But anyway, so I worked on that just last night, or yesterday, during the day, I guess. Now, my last whip is our family crest. This is my focus piece this year. I'm trying to do 7 days a month on this. This is the first year I've done that, and so far it's really working, but I am still behind because of all the other things I've done, and then getting sick put me even further behind. So I have 2 days left for September, and then I will do October, November, and December. I know it's a lot, but I did finish this whole, I finished this whole like nameplate that I have going here. Oh, this is our family crest. So this is what it looks like. It doesn't really all fit in the camera. Yeah, it does if I pull it back. So that's what the whole thing looks like. And I've been working at the bottom for a while on this nameplate. Ugh, sorry guys. And I did finally finish all of this, and I've just been filling all this 3865 in, and there's just a little bit of it left. Let me feel it. I left off right here, so just this little strip of 3865 is what's left. And that's what I've been working on. And I like it because when it's just filling like that, it's easier to do it while I'm watching whatever I'm watching. We've been rewatching Stranger Things in preparation for the final season release, which is this week. And my husband and I started rewatching Walking Dead because we only ever made it through like 8 seasons or something, and we didn't like the whispers. They were kind of silly, so we dropped out. But I want to finish it because they have all those side story things now. So okay, that is all of my works in progress. I do have some news announcements I want to make. Okay, first of all, I did participate in the 24 hours of cross stitch. I'm sorry for bumping the table. I try to participate in all of them. I have never made it to 24 hours yet. I give mad respect to the people who can make that because I have never done it yet. But I did get my best time ever so far. Daisy, shh, shh. My best time ever yet, and it was 14 hours and 28 minutes. So that's really cool. That might even have been the day that I worked on the Hogwarts, actually, but I'm not sure. So there's that. Also, I gave up on Whipco. I just, like my focus piece, I kept getting behind because of all the other things, and I'm just not enjoying it anymore, so I don't care. Daisy, come here. Stop barking. So it's just stressing me out, and at the beginning of the year, I didn't actually even like assign rewards for the bingos like I did last year, and I was just like, what am I even working toward? I have no idea. So I finally officially dropped out of Whipco for this year, so I don't care anymore. I am going to still work on my focus piece, and I'm trying to make up all of those days on it because that is my oldest whip, and I started it in like 2013. It's shameful how long I've been doing it. 1 second. Okay. Excuse me. So I'm going to make up all of the days for the focus piece, but I'm tired of trying to catch up on Whipco, and it's just not bringing me joy anymore. So I'm done with Whipco this year. I did attend a Zoom stitch meeting with Karen, the Stitching Owl, and some other ladies that were new to me. Well, one of them wasn't new to me. I don't know her name, but she's from Uplift Stitches. I've actually watched her Flosstube before. Melanie. I think her name is Melanie. If it's not, I'm so sorry. But it's been a while since I've watched one of her Flosstubes because I just stay so far behind on Flosstube that it's ridiculous. But anyway, so I attended that Zoom stitch. It was the first one I've ever attended of hers. I really like it. It's very casual, and it's a good way to meet new people. And since I mostly just cross stitch by myself, it's nice to stitch with other people too. Nobody that I know locally except for Gabby and her one friend even cross stitch. And Gabby is a very busy girl, and her friend is young and busy, so we don't do a lot of stitching together. Mostly when we do craft together, Gabby is crocheting because that's her preferred craft. But that's fine. But I do like the Zoom meetings to stitch with other people. That's really nice. What other announcements? Okay. So, pardon me. My plans for the rest of this year are to catch up on my focus piece and And what I've done, because I have so many whips going, I think I have like close to 50 whips, because I already had some before I started the 50 new starts, before 50. So I think I have close to 50 whips right now. And every time I look for something, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to stitch on everything. And if I stitch on everything, there will not be progress to show you, really. And if I hyper focus on one project, then it makes for kind of a boring floss tube for you guys, in my opinion. So what I've done to kind of find a middle ground is I picked 3 big projects to work on for the rest of this year. They are the Quaker flag that I just showed you, and my family crest that I showed you, because that's my focus piece. And also a stamped kit that's a lady snowman, just because it's going into winter. I say winter lightly because it's not really winter here. It's like 70 something degrees today. But the snowman, just because I like to pretend like it snows every year here. And then it's actually 4, because the 4th one I forgot is a new start that's planned for next month. It is, it's called Pemberley. It's an owl forest embroidery pattern, and it is in honor of Jane Austen's 250th birthday, which is going to be in December. And I love Jane Austen. I love her movies. Well, she didn't make the movies, obviously, but I love the movies. I love her books. So I'm going to stitch, Daisy, stop. I'm going to stitch Pemberley starting next month. So that will be 4 big projects that I can pick from. And then I took all of my small pieces and I put them on a wheel, and I will spin that wheel and work on the same small, either for a week or until I'm tired of it, whichever comes first. And I already spun, because I started this 2 days ago. So the small that I'm going to be working on is the water lilies. That's why I worked on it yesterday. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just pick from those 4 big projects, and I'll work on whatever small I have spun, which right now is water lilies. When I get tired of water lilies, I'll spin again and I'll pick a different small. And what I'm trying to do is see if I can get any of these little things finished before the end of the year. Because, excuse me, sorry, because my big plan for 2026 is I joined the Heaven and Earth Design Stitch Along for 2026. It is my first Haid Sal. It is my first Haid. And because I don't stitch very quickly, and I really want to finish the whole pattern, because if you do 1 page of it, you get there's an exclusive Amy Stewart pattern, and I love her patterns. Haven't stitched any yet, but I love them. And if you do like 6 pages of it, then you get all of the charts that were available for the stitch along, so that's 12 of them total. And then if you finish it, you get your choice of 1 of 3 other charts, and there's one of them, a heron, stork. It's one of those water birds. I can't tell them apart, but it's a water bird, and it's very pretty. So I really like it. So I'd like to finish the stitch along this year and get that other pattern. So that's my goal. That's my big, huge goal. I know it's a huge goal because I've never done Heaven and Earth. But that's why this year, since I'm going to spend so much time next year focusing on the Heaven and Earth, this year I wanted to see if I could get any of these little ones finished, just so that I don't have so many whips going into 2026. I do have some haul. These are the big bags. I got a pack that had like 12 of these big ones and 12 of the smaller size, which is for the normal size projects. But this is the one I've been kitting up for my Heaven and Earth. So these are the flosses I have so far. I'm still missing, I think, about 30 of them. But I have time, so I'm not worried about it right now. But I also got these floss organizers And they came with a kit of stuff in a little box. And it had the rings. It had 12 of these, and I only needed... no, sorry, it came with 10 of these, and I only needed 9. And then it came with 2 pair of scissors, like these, the little chompers, and the little leather covers, and the rings, these big rings. I think that's all that came in the kit. But I got it from Amazon. It probably came from China. I know that's bad form, but look, Heaven and Earth kit is no joke financially, so I wanted to save money where I could. And then I got a new pack of the needles that I use for small count. Oh, I'm doing this on, it's 22 count Ada. It's a heart hanger. I've never stitched on this. So we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited though. Sorry guys, I dropped everything on the floor. So I'm in the progress of gradually kitting up for my first Heaven and Earth. I'm very excited. Some of these I did already have in my stash. Some of them I scavenged from other projects, which I won't be working on probably for all of next year. And some of them I purchased, but I made a mistake somehow and left off a good third of the colors. So like I said, I still have those to get. But I have time to work on that. I did when I was sick. If I felt like sitting up a little bit, I would like do a couple of the flosses, you know, where you make them all the same size and then you snip them and tie them on, whatever you call that whole process. I did do that a few times when I was sick, but I only managed like 2 skeins of floss at a time. So, okay. That is all of my cross-stitching stuff. That's my plans for cross-stitching. That's everything for that. But I do have a tiny bit of knitting and crochet. So if you're not interested in that, that's perfectly fine. Thank you for stopping by. Please like, subscribe, comment. I love chatting with people in the comments. If you're not into public chatting, I totally get it. If you want to start a conversation, you can email me at i'dratherbe.stitching@gmail.com. I love conversations. I love making new connections. So I look forward to hearing from anybody who wants to chit-chat. Okay, crochet. I told you guys last month I made a bag for my mom's new cell phone because her last 2 got stolen in the nursing home. So I made her a bag to wear around her neck to keep the phone in. If you can believe this nonsense, somebody stole the stinking bag. In less than a month, somebody stole that bag from her. And I'm like, what in the world? So I started another one, but this time I didn't have her phone with me to use for sizing. So I used my son's phone because it's a little bit bigger like hers. But also I made it even bigger. Daisy, come here. Stop. I'm sorry, you guys. I made it even bigger because she has a coin purse that she keeps her money in. I'm trying to get her to protect it because she leaves it laying around, and I don't want people to steal her stuff any more than they do. So she asked me to put a pocket on the last pouch so that she could stick her coin purse in it. But since they stole that one, I just made this one bigger. It's a hefty size. It will fit her phone and her coin purse down in the main pocket. And then I had one more button. This is the same yarn I had last time. I love this yarn. She loves it. But now I don't have enough to make anything for me, which is fine. And I had one more of these buttons, these big, beautiful buttons. So I gave that to her. But this is the one that I made. This time I embroidered her name with yarn on the front. I did it in gray so it blends in so that if it's old person stealing it from her, they might not notice this. If they do notice it and snip it out, I sneaked her last name on the back. So hopefully nobody will steal this bag for my mom so she can keep up with her phone, because she sets her phone down and then forgets it and whatever. I just don't want people to keep taking her stuff. So I made her another bag. Oh, and the cool thing about this, when Corwin was here, after he finished the owl, he decided that he liked having his hands busy and not doom scrolling on his phone. So he asked, could he work on this with me? And I said, sure. So when I would put it down to get up and do something, he would pick it up and start working on it. Well, then that boy bogarted it and would not give it back to me. He did almost all of this bag by himself. I did the strap because he had to leave on Sunday. So after he left, I did the strap and I attached the button, and then I put her name on it and stitched it up the sides and stuff. But he had done like the whole length. And I'm like, okay, so, but, you know, I was giving him a hard time at first. I'm like, you know, it's my project, right? And he was like, whatever, I'm having fun. And I said, okay. But then when he kept bogarting it, I'm like, can I please work on it? And that's when he was like, Mom, I'm trying not to doom scroll on my phone. And I was like, okay, that's valid. So I let him keep it and work on it the whole time. But, you know, I understand I'm trying not to, I don't doom scroll, but I have this game on my phone, and it is an energy-based game. And when I have thousands and thousands of energies, I can sit and kill half a day on that. It's crazy. It just sucks me in. So I have to guard against that. And the knitting has actually been helping me with that. So on to the next thing. I joined the Knit Every Day in November for the American Cancer Society. It's a Facebook fundraiser. I pledged to knit every day, and I had just started these socks. I think I just had a little bit of the cuff when I started the fundraiser. I did miss a lot of time again because of being sick, but I've gotten this much done, and so far nobody but me has donated to my fundraiser. And I don't mind donating because I like the American Cancer Society. I've had a few people in my family die of different types of cancers. Oh, darn. Oh, crap. I just fiddled with my row counter, and now I don't know what I was on. Eek. And I'm not very good at counting rows. Sorry. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Note to self, don't laugh right now. Okay, so I have to try and figure out what row I'm on. Whatever. The point is, I don't mind donating to the fundraiser, but I really wanted to raise the $250 that they set as your minimum. I feel bad that I've only raised my donation. It hardly seems fair to them because, you know, when you join it, they give you a t-shirt and everything. And I'm like, I really didn't earn this t-shirt. I haven't finished my socks yet, and I haven't raised any funds for them. So whatever. I'm doing the best I can right now. This is how much I have. I had pledged to finish the socks, but since this is I think today's the 24th of November, I am fairly certain I'm not going to finish these this month. I will still knit every day for the rest of the month. I'm doing my best. I'll still try to finish, but I don't knit much. So the maximum that I have at a time is 2 rounds. After 2 rounds, I'm like, I need a break. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's not the same kind of monotony as crochet or cross stitch. Some people find them very monotonous. I like that kind of monotony. The knitting is not the same to me. It's more fiddly because I'm not good at it. But I adore making socks. So I keep starting them. One day I'll be really good at it, I hope, and I can try other patterns. This is the vanilla sock pattern from the Crazy Sock Lady. This is my first time doing this pattern, but she does have a very good tutorial video that you get. I think you get access to the video on YouTube just willy-nilly, but you have to buy the pattern. Which I did, because otherwise I wouldn't know how many rows and all those things. So, but that's my only other plan for the rest of this year, is to finish working on those socks. I will still work on them in December because I want them finished. And I do have a crochet blanket I've worked on some since you guys saw it last, but it wasn't enough progress that I wanted to drag it out and show you, because it's a pretty big blanket now. Okay, so I don't have any shout outs this time. I'm working on the same catching up of the Flosstubers I watch all the time. I think I have 25 or 30 that I watch regularly, and I'm down to about maybe 20 videos behind total. So that's cool. I've made myself a little goal of trying to watch 2 Flosstube videos every day. I don't hit every day, but just having that as a goal has caused me to be more proactive in watching the Flosstube. Usually I'm doing the dishes and laundry and stuff while I watch. I don't actually stitch, but that's fine. I don't care. I just like watching everybody's progress while I'm doing something. So I'm still trying to get caught up. When I finally do, I have at least 100 videos of Flosstubers I've never watched before, or only watched a couple of so far, that I'm trying to watch those also. They're not my regulars, but I like some of them, and some I just want to try. But anyway, so I'm going to continue my crochet blanket. I'm going to continue these socks. I'm going to continue with my cross stitch plans that I already told you about. And I'm just going to keep living life. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you were able to hear me okay. It's probably too late to say that now, but please like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram if you want. I did just hit 500 followers on Instagram, so that's pretty exciting. And I do have a giveaway for the near future. I don't know what number yet, because I do have a few people who are interactive in the comments, but I feel like it would be pointless right now to do a giveaway because only a handful of people comment. So I don't know if that's what you do to get more people to comment. I really don't know how it works. Other people are much better at this YouTube thing. But I am inching my way up, and I do have 200 subscribers. So thank you all. Thank you for returning. Thank you for stopping by. And I hope to see you all again in the future. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. It's Editing Tamara. I just wanted to pop on here real quick to let you know that I have just an update. We had an appointment with our landlord today. I don't think I mentioned it, but our landlord died a couple of months ago, and his son is the trustee of like all of his assets and what have you. And he led us to believe that basically the status quo was going to stay quo, and that we were just going to keep on renting and everything was fine. And he had scheduled an appointment to come today to look at some repairs that he had done in the bathroom, because the vent hadn't been venting properly. So he made the appointment. He said, I just want to come by and check the work they did before I pay him, what have you. Well, he showed up with realtors, and he dropped a bomb on us that he is selling the house, and we now have 60 days to move out. So I just want to let you guys know that I don't know if I'll be back in a month to film my normal Flosstube video. I don't know how long it'll be. Personally, we feel like he could have waited till next week after Thanksgiving to tell us. But it is what it is, and I didn't come on here to be nasty. I just wanted to let you know we're going to be moving again, and if you have been watching me for a while, you know that we just went through the same thing 2 years ago with his dad. He sold the house out from under us that we were living in, and that was a gorgeous house. It was beautiful. We loved it. This one we've had more problems with, but we have come to really like it. It's got a gorgeous backyard, and, you know, it's fenced in, so our dogs have loved it. Whatever. The point is, we are going to be moving now. We have to start packing and find a place to live, and the market here is ugly right now. I don't know where y'all live or how it is there, but it's very ugly here. They are charging crazy high amounts for like stupid single wide trailers, and we're like, how are you so proud of your trailer? I don't know, but just keep us in your thoughts and prayers if you're into that, and I will be back on as soon as I can. When I have the progress to show and the time to show it, I will make another video. Also, I realized I forgot to tell you guys Happy Thanksgiving earlier. So I don't know if you're in America. If you are, then I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I hope you get to enjoy your time with your families. And if you're not in America, then I hope you have a great Thursday. And I will see y'all when I see y'all. Bye.